What's going on, guys? Jake Tiesler with the latest Mustang and automotive news. Today we have new photos of the Ford Bronco that have been leaked. We also have a special photo right there that we'll get into in a little bit that has been leaked over at the Bronco forums. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. Turn on the bell notification. I'm giving you daily updates on the Ford Bronco, which is going to be released on July 13th, which is just a few days from now. So subscribe to keep yourself updated. We've also got a bunch of official Ford Bronco swag and stuff. So check out the links below if you want to support the channel. So let's just a little recap just for anyone who's new to the channel and has not been caught up. Ford Bronco is going to be released on July 13th. It's $100 to get your foot in the door and go ahead and put a reservation in, and that is refundable. Ford posted all of this media is just, you can go check out their Instagram. It's Ford Bronco. The first video that we looked at was this one, and they do have audio of the it sounds like a 6-cylinder 2.7 liter 6-cylinder, and it's a great video. Go check that out on the Instagram. Then the next thing that they posted were these photographs. We're not going to do those. There was these images where this is the two-door. There's going to be a two-door, four-door, and a sport. These are the two-door and four-door are on a truck frame. Four-door, the sport is a unibody. This is an oh crap panel. That is a manual shifter because it's going to have a 7-speed manual, 6 regular gears, and a crawl gear. It does have removable top, removable doors, and lots of other features I'll show you later on in the video. We have a whole list of features basically, and this is just more of the same. I will show you next. All those stickers do mean something. So the next photo that they released was this one, and you can see just what it is, but it's not important right now. The most important thing, so all these stickers here are different packages, and they're not just coincidence. They did this. So this is what they released today. Mud, dirt, and sand are just 3 of the previously treacherous terrains rendered agreeable with the Bronco's terrain management system with available 7 drive modes. So it has 7 drive modes, which is cool. And if you don't know, the Raptor has something like 6 drive modes, and it's mud and sand and snow, different stuff like this. Drive modes, that doesn't get me super excited. What's cool is this headlight now, but the thing is, if you look at the headlight, which I do like the metallic and I like the LED, it just looked more circular in this actually looks more production. They said it's still CGI image shown, but if you look at some of the other photos, I believe that it was going to be more, protruding from the car. And it seems like even in this photo here, it looks more like that than it does like this. This looks like, hopefully maybe this is the Sport, but I don't think it is. I think this is definitely a 2-door, 4-door Bronco. They just don't have the headlight just doesn't stick out. Anyways, enough about the headlights. This is a cool paint color, which I can show you the code or the paint name on the other page. I'm pretty sure Bronco 6G has a whole list of codes. We'll look at that in just a second. There's a Bronco, probably a Bronco Yeti cooler. There's all sorts of cool features that you can get, and we'll look at all the lists. But these are definitely the KO2 tires, BFG, and this is a cool paint scheme. I like the way the taillights look. Cool thing is I just noticed this now, I believe it's going to be a swing open door, but this does look like an extension piece that they made, or I'll have to look into that a little bit more. It looks like an extension or something that folds down or pulls out. It could just be a pull out drawer type deal, and we'll look at that later. The Bronco, I like the way this looks. This looks super slick. Just the 2 different textures, the color, and this is a good yellow. I think they call it, this is the orange is what they call it. I know, guys. Okay, I know it's not yellow, it's the orange that they've been doing. It's got a lot of yellow in the orange though. It looks good. It's a good looking car. It's a good looking color. All right, so let's go over here to the 2021 Ford Bronco. Here's the rendering. But so there is a live Bronco reveal over at Bronco 6G if you want to check that out. And what they've done is they've done a really good job at decoding all the options over here. So somebody has got a list of all the code. See all this? And then they've cross-referenced it and decoded it kind of. So I'm going to get to the new stuff in just a second, guys. I'm just reviewing for everyone else. 2.3 EcoBoost, 2.7 EcoBoost, 7-speed manual, 10-speed auto. Heavy duty gear ratios. 4.7, that's a really high gear ratio. Yeah, that's awesome. Locking front and rear axles with that, and the 315 mud terrains, you'll be able to go anywhere. So carbonized gray is probably what we saw in this. I'm assuming that's what it is, and I think that's a slick looking color. It's kind of like the chalk color. There's the different trims: base, Big Bend, Black Diamond, Outer Banks, Badlands, Wild Track, First Edition. Special packages: towing, mid, high, Lux, Sasquatch. Interesting. Here are the different tops that you can get. Crazy amount of variability that you can get with a car, which I like, which is really cool. Now, is it going to cost? Who knows how much it's going to cost? If you can outfit it in all these different, a kayak thing with a snow sport rack and a bicycle carrier and off-road air compressor kit with a recovery kit with this and that. So, with the 4-door, with the hard top, with the 2.7 liter and the 10-speed auto and the Lux package or the Sasquatch, I mean, it's not going to be cheap, guys, right? So that is the list. This is the full options list, which we just looked at. And then the next thing on this is today's Ford Bronco teaser. And sometimes it's good to look on the forums if you want more information, because there's a lot of people that have more experience than you and know more than you. So basically, they're just saying from the Raptor has normal sport, slippery, tow haul, deep snow, sand, baja, and rock crawl. So it's not going to be a big surprise if the Bronco has 4 or 5 of those. So they actually do have the live stream up on the YouTube channel. So you just go over to YouTube and watch that. There's actually people in there commenting already, which is pretty funny. Last time I checked, there was like 50 people just hanging out, and it's 3 days before the live stream, and people are just hanging out, which is cool. And then last but not least, this is the administrator posted this today. So this is a CGI photo of the 2-door, and the top is off and the doors are off, because if the door wasn't off, it would be orange right there, but it's black because that's the interior. And it looks like there's a guy driving with a mask on. So what can we see from here? Well, we've got the blacked out grille, the blacked out bumper, the blacked out wheels. I don't know what trim this is. We can only guess at this point, but you can see a roll bar, you can see a pillar, and this is either part of the body or roll bar as well. But it's definitely going to have an open roof in between these bars here. And this is all open door. And it doesn't look too small. Like, it looks like it's a good size. And it looks aggressive, it's stylish. And hopefully it's fast. Hopefully it runs good. Hopefully it's not too heavy. Hopefully it's kind of sporty to drive. The big trucks aren't as sporty to drive. They're not as fun. If you drive like a Tacoma, it feels light. It's not too crazy heavy. I hope it's not too much heavier than the Tacoma. I hope it's lighter than that, and then it has more power. That would be really fun to drive. So that's the latest photos. And if you want to stay updated with the latest Mustang and automotive news and Bronco news, subscribe. Hit the links below. There's a lot of like Bronco stuff, hats, lanyards, coffee mugs, all for the new Bronco. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.